Hi, guys. How are you? As you can see, I've been getting a little more sun lately. Yeah. How do I have like black makeup smeared across my forehead?
I don't know.
Whoops. Oh well. Too late now.
Oh, what's
All
up,
right.
Susan?
Hi, Susan. How are you? Hello, Stephen P. Kitty Cat.
Oh, you should put your sunglasses on, bro.
What? I need a hat. I need a hat, dog. I need a.
I just came off a bender.
Look, dog.
I mean, look, dog.
Look, dog.
Oh, you can see ourselves in the reflection right there.
I mean, I got like the ghetto lipstick going, so I guess it could work. Look, fam. Hey, dog.
Look, fam bam.
Fam bam.
Doesn't fam bam mean?
I say fam bam.
Doesn't fam bam mean you have sex with your fam?
Oh, I say fam bam. So
I was saying
fuck
it.
That shit.
I was actually saying it that way because I was like, "Hey, fam bam."
Hi, Calvin. How are you?
Hi, Calvin. Hi, Stephen P. Kitty Cat.
Got home from vacation, unpacked car, ate, and then fell asleep. Later tonight, I'll post some promos for Monday's show if I don't fall asleep again.
I read that unpack as cupcakes for some odd reason.
Cupcakes.
Got home from vacation, cupcakes. The car.
Hey. Hello, Stephen.
Hi,
Hello. Steven. Yo.
Yo, car.
Yeah.
What's next, dog?
Yo, fam.
Yo, fam. What's next? I seriously kept saying fam bam as in, hey, they're probably fucking their fam or something like that. I don't know.
Well, he probably does. That's beside the point. It's going well. I worked two jobs technically today.
Yeah, I didn't work anything today.
So this is job 3, I guess. But this is the fun job. Well, actually, they're all fun jobs. Yeah, I'm a swim instructor for little children, and by night I talk about serial killers.
Saturdays are kind of my off day. Like with, I know we rescheduled things for Psycho Bunny tonight, but
I think. Okay. Hold on. I think that's Star.
That's definitely Star. Hi, Star. Can you tell us what's next?
Well, dog.
What's next with the fam bam, dog?
Well. Look, I'm sorry. Wait.
No, let's go.
Well, dog. Well, dog. You see what's gonna happen is, dog.
Yeah, that's Star.
Yeah.
Star. Go, you can go over and I think so. I think it's Star. Yep, that's Star.
Hi, I don't know why your name never pops up.
Oh, it is what it is. We always figure out Star. Star's
don't
always
make me throw my beer.
No, Saturdays are my day off from everything. So, and we rescheduled for tonight because
I've been working like crazy.
Yeah, we were busy last night.
I have been working like a crazy person. So,
but tonight we are.
We're talking about.
Well, I guess you could call him I'll quote them. Last podcast and Left's called him called him the new metal killer because he was in the new metal, which is new metal's fucking terrible. But either way,
well,
Israel Keys. I just forgot his name for a second. The name is like right in front of me,
literally in front of you. By the way, wine is nasty. What? You haven't had the right
Star.
one.
Oh, I was telling you last night. Okay, not just Albertsons.
Prosecco. It depends on which Prosecco you get.
Yeah, well, I can give you a list of stuff that's actually really good. But the
I drink Shiraz.
So the port that I was showing you, Sandman. I was about to say Inner Sandman port, but Sandman. They're from Portugal, Portuguese. They're from Portugal, and they are absolutely tasty. And they're high alcohol content, but it's if you don't have an Albertsons there, you have a Vons or what's the other one that they own? Kroger or anything like that in Texas. Sorry. You can get them from there. Hey, Jackal Demon.
Hold on a second. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
I also like Bella always staring at me.
Because it's Goth Freebird.
Bella Lugosi's dead.
What's going on, Jackal
Demon? Hey! Hi, Tia.
Hi, Tia.
All right. Let's get into this.
If Tia's last name was Matt, she could be Tiamat, the god or the goddess.
That's ours.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I'm so sorry. I just had a brain fart. I am so sorry.
But
Tiamat.
That'd still be cool. Don't get me
Tiamat
wrong.
is a
Tiamat.
badass Tiamat, but it's spelled Tiamat.
Tiamat.
But it's one badass god or
Actually,
goddess. I think it's both. It could be god or goddess.
Estrella.
Yep.
Sandman that comes in.
Oh, okay.
Her last name really is Sandman, by the way.
That's rad.
Isn't that badass? Her daughter's middle name is Tiamat.
So when
it's cool.
when she enters
No,
a
I
bedroom
guess
or a house or a
it's
place,
Enter Sandman.
it's Enter Sandman.
Hey,
Hey, Cosmo! By the way, Metallica is my favorite band, so
It really is.
James Hetfield's fucking awesome.
All right, so let's get started. Israel Keys, born January 7th, 1978, and died December 2nd, 2012. He was an American serial killer, bank robber, burglar, arsonist, kidnapper, rapist, and necrophile who murdered a minimum of 3 victims across the United States from June 2011 to February 2012. So I'm going to do something.
But he did start his little criminal career back in like 98 and stuff like that, which was arson and all this other stuff and rape.
That's what I said.
Sorry. Yeah.
So first off, trigger warning, we're going to be talking about kidnapping and rape tonight. Raping.
It's just the way you said it.
So also under the fair use, another author may make limited use of the original author's work without asking permission. Pursuant to 17 U.S. Code 107, certain use of copyrighted material for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, including multiple copies for classroom use, scholarship, or research is not infringement of copyright. So take that, Zuckerdouche.
I will say this. There is the video of him abducting his last victim on YouTube.
Yeah, we're not going to show that.
I'm not going to show it, not because it's not brutal or anything like that. It's actually he just abducted her, and there's a camera from I think it was like a Frosty cone or something like that.
It was a CC.
It was CC cam, but I'm not going to play it because of copyrights and all that stuff. And
we're doing great.
We're doing good.
I'm very tan.
Because usually I would find especially with stuff like this, when there's actual news footage. If it's the actual news footage, I'll start it off. We'll start everything off with that. But this is, excuse me.
Hey, Joey.
I just didn't want to put it up here.
He's been fine for a while. Well, except for the burping.
I'm burping right now. We had forgot.
I don't know why it makes you burp.
Because I had this and then iced tea and stuff like that. I don't know what's going on.
I don't understand how any of that makes you burp.
It's the devil.
All right. So while we're awaiting trial, he decided to off himself by hanging himself and slashing his wrist just to make sure that the job was done.
Oh, God. He really
Good on him.
Really is the new metal killer. So
evidence left behind in his jail cell, including a suicide note, drawings of 11 skulls, a drawing of Baphomet, and an inscription of Corazal.
What is Corazal?
It's a town in Belize.
Huh.
On the cell wall, all written or otherwise stained with his blood, led the FBI to suspect that Keys murdered 11 victims in total. He admitted to violent crimes as early as 96, with the aggravated assault of a teenage girl in Oregon in a series of meticulous crimes across multiple states that lasted until his capture in 2012.
Well, one of the things
The double hell satin.
The double hell satin. One of the things I was bringing up earlier when we were talking about it, he actually had murder kits hidden all over the United States. So if he showed up, say if he wanted to, I'm just saying I don't know exactly. We're going to get into exactly where he killed and stuff like that, but I'm just using it as an example. Say if he wanted to kill in Idaho, he would have a murder kit stashed in Washington and then drive to Idaho with a rental car and stuff like that.
Yeah. Sorry, keep talking. I'm doing stuff.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, I wanted to show you something because it's something I'm about to say.
Douche.
First off, total douche canoe. Look at that face. Also, for what I'm about to say, does he look white?
Excuse me?
He was part of a white supremacist movement.
Oh.
Does he look white? I mean,
Kind of,
not
yeah.
fully white.
He looks white. I don't know what that has.
He doesn't look fully white to me. To be a white supremacist asshole.
That's a curveball right there. You should have just told people we're going out with that one.
Look. So, his childhood, he was born in Richmond, Utah, to Heidi Keyes and John Jeffrey Keyes. He was the second of 10 children born to the large family whose parents were Mormon, but they were actually Mormon expats from Torrance, California.
Yeah.
So basically, they were still Mormon, but they were, I don't understand why they were in Utah, considering that they were actually kicked out of the church.
Well, they didn't stay in Utah. I think they ended up in Washington. Well, he says right there.
Well, we'll get to that in a second, I guess.
And then he ended up in Alaska.
Well,
which he's one of 3 Alaskan serial killers.
He and his siblings were homeschooled and taught Mormon beliefs until 1983. After leaving the Mormon faith, his father moved the family to an obscured plot of land north of Colville, Washington, in Stevens County, when Israel was 5 years old. So isolated from society, the Keyes family lived in a one-room cabin. Mind you, that was 12 people in a one-room cabin located at Rocky Creek Road, where they lived without electricity or running water.
Well, the Ingalls did it.
So in Colville, the family attended services at a church called the Ark, which was they practiced a white supremacist Christian ideology.
Oh, they were pieces of shit, is what you're saying.
Yeah, white supremacist Christian identity ideology.
Oh, that's actually ultra pieces of shit.
That's why I was like, does he look fully white?
Well, I'm just saying, like, this
silky and soft Lord. Hell Velvet?
Hell Velvet.
It looks like Miles Teller.
Who's Miles Teller again?
No, I don't think he does.
Who's Miles Teller? We don't need to look him up right now if you can just tell me who he is. I don't know who Miles Teller is until I'll probably know when. Oh, yeah, no, he does. But yeah, I don't know. I can't think of besides the Fantastic Four. There's movies right there. These minutes. Mm-hmm. Divergent. What was that?
He's in the new.
He wasn't Divergent. Oh, he was in the new Top Gun. Yep.
Like we would know.
I don't know. I haven't seen Top Gun yet. I want to watch it. I just,
Yep, looks like a douche canoe.
All the hype. I want to watch it. I do want to watch it. I am going to watch it. I'm just waiting now for it to come out to the.
I want to watch Black Phone.
Yes, I do want to watch Black Phone.
Can't wait.
I love Ethan Hawke. He's fucking rad.
I'm so excited that he's back in movies. A lot of movies.
Oh, exactly. Well, it started with Moon Knight. I haven't watched it. I don't actually know.
Yeah, but he was in The Northman.
Well, yeah, he was fucking rad in The Northman too. Apparently, he's just at the Stephen P. Kitty. Apparently, he's in the new Top Gun.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I do remember that now. Actually, I didn't mind his rendition of Mr. Fantastic because he was also the Mr. Fantastic before he could control his powers, and he had he had to wear the suit, otherwise he just melted out everything.
Hi, Philip. How are you? I'm eating leftover street tacos. Nom nom. I'm trying to get my head around street tacos in Georgia, but I'm sorry to say that out loud.
Our snooty Californian side just came out. I'm like, I wasn't trying to bring it out, but I was like, street tacos in Georgia.
You're fine.
I'm kidding.
Are you feeling okay right now? Ice and water.
Ice and water.
And ice bath and go jump in a stream or something.
Or get to a hospital.
Well, heat exhaustion and heat stroke are very different, but they
lead right to each other. Yeah, I would get to an ER or something like that, IVAR or something like that.
Yeah, I wouldn't. We love you too much.
Yep. All right, we gotta
good street tacos.
I'm sorry. We're messing with you now.
Sorry, Susan. I just had to. It just came to my head.
Oh yeah, we have a good. Authentic Mexican restaurant in town.
It probably is.
I'm kidding. Oh, she's gonna give me crap later for this.
Susan, I'm sorry. I started this.
I want to get a
I
message.
started this. I did.
You motherfuckers. Now you listen here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
She's like, you guys don't have shows anymore.
What's the Asian market that we have that
H Mart.
Yeah, she has an H Mart there too.
I love H Mart. H Mart's my favorite thing.
It is. I've been to Mexico. OG. Oh, nice. I've never been to Mexico, and we're only like
okay. I've been to Mexico several times.
I've never been to Mexico, and I'm only we're 5 hours away from the border.
I used to go every month and play soccer.
I think we're 6 hours away from the border, or something like that. I don't know.
Probably 8.
It's us, then it's Valencia, then Hollywood, then Los Angeles, and then Riverside, and then San Diego.
There's no authentic Mexican in Wisconsin. We get the tacos.
Get tacos. Hey,
this is carne asada. It's all ground beef.
You guys want some enchiladas and some tacos?
You want some queso on there? Get the tacos.
Who wants some hot, fresh tacos?
Dude, this still hasn't got fixed. This just happened today.
ACs are not cheap.
No. This just happened today. Like it may be a fuse or it may be a wire.
Well, if it cut out all of a sudden, it's definitely a fuse or a wire. It's grounded out somewhere.
Yeah.
But if it cut out gradually throughout the day, or if you heard it like a jet engine, then that you blew a line or something like that. So. Sorry.
Oh. All right, let's get back over to this. Sorry, guys, we totally tacoed out.
Tacos.
But
Susan's laughing.
Oh, ground beef.
You know, I'm sorry. I'll say this. I freaking love white people taco night.
Okay, we do it.
I absolutely, because you can put it. It's your like your own Subway taco, whatever. You put everything together. It's fucking awesome.
Oh, there's more squirrel coming.
Oh.
All right. So Keyes later described the Ark as an Amish-like church environment with white supremacist ideology.
There's Amish in...
There's white supremacist Amish?
Well, that's what happens when you take the Amish out of Pennsylvania and you put them somewhere else. They just become pissed.
So during this period of attending the Ark, the Keyes family befriended the neighboring family of
was it
Chevy
called the Ark?
Kehoe.
Was it called? What was it called? It was the Ark of what? Please tell me it was called the Ark of the Covenant.
It was just called the Ark.
Oh.
Who was later convicted. By the way, their family became friends with Chevy O'Brien Kehoe, who is also a convicted murderer. He killed 3. He was convicted in 1996 for a triple murder. He's serving 3 consecutive life sentences for kidnapping, torture, and murder of William Mueller and his family. His accomplice, Daniel Lewis Lee, was sentenced to death for the murders, which we have spoken about him before.
Yes.
And he was executed on July 14th, 2020.
I can't do squirrel, Susan.
You know what? I liked squirrel.
Mm-mm.
But there's nothing to compare it to.
The plague.
No,
I'm sorry. The plague. The plague is literally.
I'm talking
plague is
about
like 45 minutes. I'm not kidding. The plague is like 45 minutes northeast of here right now.
Okay, I wouldn't eat squirrel in California. Okay, but I have eaten squirrel and it wasn't bad.
Squirrel.
So let's get into his adolescence.
He liked tacos.
He liked tacos.
He liked tacos and oppressing people.
Apparently.
What is this?
Okay. So the family attended another church in Colville called the Christian Israel Covenant Church that taught British Israelism as doctrine.
What?
That basically the inbreeding of people who are considered members of different races was an abominable and deviant offense. That Anglo-Saxons were to rule over the perceived inferior races, and that Keyes later alleged to have been quite militia-like.
Well, it's okay. So this is like they're just like obviously they created the serial killer right here. So I mean, everything going on right here, all of his bullshit ideology that he fucking believed in, everything like that.
Amish. I've been claimed Amish because I don't like a mustache.
Mustache.
Squirrel tacos.
I think they do exist. I mean,
I'm sure they exist.
There's rattlesnake tacos. I can't.
Rabbit. You know what?
That's
so it doesn't taste like chicken. It doesn't taste like snake. It doesn't taste like raccoon. It doesn't taste like anything else I've ever had. But I guess rabbit would be closest. But the weirdest thing is, rabbit kind of tastes like chicken.
I don't know. I haven't eaten rabbit. I'm not.
Fish tacos.
Hi, Jennifer.
Hey, how are you? Why are we still talking about tacos?
Because tacos are awesome. And I can't have tacos right now.
So
I gotta get my salt under control. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just kidding.
So for years, some of the Keys children had been forced to sleep in a tent due to their cabin's small size. To survive, the Keys children were made to hunt their own food, chop firewood,
Jesus fucking
and
Christ,
work
man.
on local farms to support the family. As a hobby, Keys hunted anything with a heartbeat and freely admitted to
Fucking-
skinning a deer alive at his to his peers at the church. As a result, he was ostracized and actively avoided by various youths who attended the Christian Israel Covenant Church, with one girl recounting that his presence made her skin crawl.
Oh yeah, lengua tacos are awesome. I do.
We had a show that we actually did go live and did lengua tacos and grossed out a bunch of people that thought they were so hardcore,
Which one?
but they weren't hardcore.
Wasn't it the one with it was something aid, whatever, and then like I remember he was in there and Mr. Whatever. I'm so much into horror. The minute he saw us peeling the tongue,
He's like, I can't watch this. Oh my
I can't
god!
watch this.
No, there was a skunt that was involved in that one too.
I like horror movies and everything gore.
I like gore, and the second I started peeling the tongue, I can't watch it. It's so gross.
Anyway, so okay, we got to stop getting a sidetrack here.
Yeah, actually, mountain oysters are pretty good.
I'm not doing
Those wouldn't those be street kill tacos?
Street Kill Tacos. Wouldn't that be a badass video game? I'm sorry, Street Kill Tacos. I don't know.
I mean, would you be like a Roach Coach owner and you're running around like?
I just pictured Mortal Kombat with tacos.
I was picturing like Grand Theft Auto with tacos,
I think so.
but like street vendors.
Kia! Taco flying at someone's face.
All right. Is this something he said here?
I'm not sure.
Okay,
Yes.
I've known since I was 14 that there were things that I thought were normal and okay that no one else seemed to think were normal and okay. So that's when I started being a loner. People found out about some stuff I did. Like my parents and parents of other kids who would hang out with me, they would find out about some stuff I did. And that's when I started doing stuff by myself exclusively. This is when he was talking about his gradual social and antisocial personality disorder development.
You know, he's just a douche is what he was. They saw the douchiness in him. They're like, no, fuck him.
Oh, exactly. Well, he's talking about skinning a deer alive.
You know, the crazy thing is when a douchey, racist
Douche canoe.
cult literally will say, we don't want you.
Yeah.
That means you are the douchiest of the douches right there.
That's true.
You are king douche right there.
Definitely. So as a youth, he admitted to shooting at the neighbors' houses with a BB gun, starting fires in the woods, breaking into houses for funsies, and he also occasionally broke into houses with another youth who subsequently avoided him after witnessing him shoot an animal. On one occasion, he stole several guns from his neighbor's residence and was forced to apologize to them by his parents after their discovery of the cache. On occasion, Keys, who stood about 6'2" by the age of 14, would also sell the stolen guns to local adults. So it was like moving around.
It's like I was like 6'1" by the time I was 12. But then I stopped growing. That was it.
I'm pretty sure I was this height in like fourth grade.
No, I'm sorry. I think it was sixth grade. It was sixth grade when I really hit my like growth spurt, and I was like,
I was this height in like fourth grade.
I was happy, I know, to stop growing because I had the absolute worst growing pains. Absolute worst. It sucked.
So, yeah, totally, just wrong, completely wrong.
With the Rocky Mountain oysters, I think is what Philip's talking about.
Maybe, but
we put it right up above it.
I already said.
Oh,
I did that. Yeah, Rocky Mountain oysters. Balls.
Lamb fries.
They're actually not bad.
Ugh.
You poor thing. What? What? What did I do? So, around this time, Key's parents provided shelter to personal friends. In the presence of their son and daughter and Key's sister, Keyes tied a cat to a tree with a parachute cord and gored it with a .22 revolver. The cat began circling the tree before crashing into it and vomiting.
Fucking dude.
Keyes allegedly chuckled before noting that the boy, who later informed his father, had also vomited in response to the incident, which is the proper response.
Sorry, I can't fathom hurting
animals.
I
stopped growing. Yeah.
Hey, Nadine, I can't fathom hurting an animal. I don't know. It grosses me out to even think stuff like that, especially
that's horrible. Yeah, completely gross, right? I guess this is where I put up that trigger warning again.
Yep. He's an animal abuser. He's one of those serial killers, which is
very
common. Well, it's somewhat common. There's some of them out there.
Part of the trifecta.
Yeah, it's weird. There's some of them out there that actually who absolutely loved animals and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like animals better than people most of the time.
Yeah,
but still.
Well, see, now we're on the whole new metal thing here. People equal shit sometimes, but.
Okay, anyway, I actually do like that song.
There's only one Slipknot song I really like, and that's Wait and Bleed.
I like a lot of them, actually. So, Annie Hoosier.
Oh, and My Plague. I don't mind My Plague. Because I loved fucking Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil movie. Sorry.
So,
Mila Jovovich.
Keyes had an epiphany in which he felt that he was different from his peers who ran away from him. Upon this realization, he kept his increasingly antisocial behavior to himself, withdrawing socially due to being ostracized, which he should have been. In addition, Keyes' mother began to notice some troubling signs in Keyes during this period when he began tuning into various radio stations and different things. In quotes.
The reality of it is that actually he should not have been ostracized, or he should have been put into therapy.
Yeah, but that's just not how that kind of works.
Most actually in the 90s, a lot of that didn't work that way. They just suck it up.
So by his teenage years, Keyes had become a skilled and proficient carpenter, building his first wooden cabin for his family at the age of 16. He also began working for a Colville contractor from 95 to 97. Around this time, Keyes kept a journal from early childhood littered with Bible scriptures documenting daily sins for which he felt shame, such as lusting after his girlfriend. Soon thereafter, the family relocated to Smyrna, Maine, where they collected sap from maple syrup production in a mostly Amish community.
You know, the crazy thing is like the stuff that they're doing right here sounds like an adventure and fun, but the reality of it is that doing stuff like this, most people like. It turns out to be a cult and stuff like that. Or like
totally
really
was the devil music.
Yes. Listening to Korn and stuff like that. Yeah. Jonathan Davis doesn't tip.
$3 tip.
And he doesn't, the music's just terrible.
Anyway, let's not have him come after us.
What's he going to do? Cry?
I'm
just kidding.
Due to their mother's religious zealousness, the Keyes children were forced to secretly flee their parents to watch movies with friends and were forbidden to learn musical instruments as they were, quote, against God, unquote. Sometime during this period, Keyes renounced his former Christian faith. On one occasion, he declared his atheism to his parents, both of whom had previously made tireless and constant efforts to please. After an intense argument, this led to his parents to evict their eldest son from their residence, shunning him for apparent blasphemy. They then instructed his younger siblings, who looked up to him, to never have contact with him again. So he then developed an interest in Satanism with plans for committing ritualistic murder, which of course
he did actually.
He doesn't actually believe in Satanism. But
I mean, he did eventually do that.
Yeah, but like it means that he doesn't actually believe in Satanism because
no, he doesn't believe anything about himself, is what it was.
Yeah.
The reality of it was he was one of those kids. He was one of those asshole kids. Jolene. I'm sorry. I love that song.
I was gonna do it, but I just kept picturing Roger.
From American Dad.
American Dad, where he's like, Jolene. What did I do?
That is a good song. I don't know. It's the
it was the
thingy
thing
over
over
on the side.
Was he a poser? He's a total
Yes,
poser.
yes, very much. It was one of those. I was about to say Jolene, Nadine. You're all into death metal and stuff like that, like all of us are, black metal and stuff like that. He's one of those kids. He's like, I am going to the death metal concert, and I'm going to put corpse paint on. That's what he was.
Yeah,
that douchebag.
Music. Yes, I mean, I'm not really going to fault too many people for whatever they like.
No, I'm not.
But at the same time, when you're this kind of douchebag that was probably one of the ones dressing up in the orange
JNCO
Slipknot.
jeans?
No, the orange.
the JNCO, the big.
Listen!
Big, sorry.
The orange jumpsuits and like wearing the clown masks in 108 degrees heat at like Knotfest, like those ones.
Oh no! What is it? We had the kids. We had all of them that literally the minute like all this new metal shit came out, they dropped everything that they were wearing. It didn't matter what it was, and went over and they were wearing Adidas jumpsuits and stuff like that.
I'm sorry.
Or the JNCO jeans, or what were they? Was it called JNCO jeans? JNCO jeans, and then they had the tight shirts and the gigantic JNCO jeans, and then they had the lock around their neck, and they never took showers.
She said, I don't like polka, and my brain just went, I don't want her, you can have her, she's too fat for me. She's too fat for me, oh, she's too fat for me.
I don't mind Weird Al Yankovic. I love Weird Al Yankovic.
That was actually
that's my favorite polka.
Frank Yankovic, and it was covered by Drew Carey.
Drew Carey. I love Drew Carey.
This lipstick is driving me insane.
Oh my god! Right? Yeah.
Yep. I missed the beginning of what year
this is 1990. Right now we're in 98 right now. About to be 98.
Tracksuits. That's
tracksuits. Yeah. No, this was the Jonathan Davis wannabes.
Oh, those people.
Adidas stand for all day I dream about sex.
Trying to wipe this damn lipstick off. It's not working. Anyway, let's go to commercial.
So yeah, we're actually this is gonna be a part 2.
We'll be right back. Hey. All right, let's get back into this. So, his adulthood, Deschutes River Assault. And
Deschutes Brewing is actually one of the best brewing companies in America. Sorry, that just popped in my head right now.
Squirrel! In the summer of 97 or 98, he's allegedly committed a sexual assault on a teenage girl who had been tubing with her friends down Deschutes River in Maupin, Oregon. Although this was not his first sexual assault, Keyes admitted that he stalked her from a tree line before very violently sexually assaulting her, whom he estimated to be somewhere between 14 and 18.
What a fucking douche.
By knife point.
What a douche.
So originally planning to murder her as part of a satanic ritual, Keyes later let her go into the river on the tube that he had abducted her from. So in July 9th, in 98, he actually relocated and soon enlisted into the U.S. Army in the state of New Jersey, where he served as a specialist in Alpha Company, 1st Battalion, 5th Infantry Regiment.
Oh, my God. Susan, bring this up real fast. I'm sorry. Okay, I had a girlfriend back then, and she insisted I go to orgy with her, and like the band orgy. And, I mean, Well, that song "Blue Monday" by that they covered by Joy Division. Was it Joy Division or was it New Order? Oh, no, yeah, Joy Division became New Order, and they just I'm sorry, Orgy fucked up that cover so bad.
I'm sorry, Orgy sucks to see live.
Yeah, they were.
They're not good live.
Doing their head tilt like this with their guitars and stuff like that. I was like, can we just go to the fucking punk show down the street? We're gonna have a lot more fun, guys.
I'd see Skinny Puppy though.
Skinny.
I would see Skinny Puppy.
That's industrial. This is just horrible.
Yeah, that's true.
Industrial metal and industrial music is fucking awesome. I mean, Ministry. Look at them. Ministry is absolutely amazing. Psalm 69.
Oh my God, Blue Monday.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I didn't say that. I'm sorry, Blue Monday. Yeah. Just head tilted. Orgy. Actually, Orgy. Two of the members from Orgy is actually from Taft, California, too. They're from here in Kern County.
New Order.
Yeah, New Order. There you go. But I mean, New Order, Joy Division, same.
Yeah. So he passed a rigorous month-long preliminary course for the Rangers training.
I have level tears apart stuck in my head.
He was stationed at Fort Lewis and Fort Hood. Spent much time abroad while stationed in Sinai, Egypt, or
Cyanide.
Sinai. Here, Keyes befriended several soldiers, informing one of them that he would like to kill him upon angering Keyes.
Huh.
While at Fort Lewis, he served on a mortar team in the 1st Battalion, 5th Infantry, 25th Division. 25th Infantry Division. Former Army friends of Keyes have noted his quiet demeanor and habit of keeping to himself. On weekends, he was reported to drink heavily, consuming entire bottles of his favorite drink, Wild Turkey.
Ugh.
Psalm 69?
I can quote that line so it's already in my head. But Facebook and trolls were like, "Oh my God, did he just say that out loud?"
Right. So Keyes was also a fan of. Wait. Ready? I'm sorry, guys. You guys.
Congregation.
Keyes was also a fan of the hip hop duo Insane Clown Posse. And displayed posters of the musical act in the barracks.
Wow.
I don't think Violent J would actually be very happy.
I don't think he would either, because this guy's a douche and Violent J is not a douche.
Violent J is actually pretty chill.
Yeah.
But so in February 2001, Keyes was arrested for driving under the influence in Thurston County.
Thurston? Where's Thurston? Where was it?
Thurston is in Washington. Pursuant to a plea agreement, he was only fined $350. But that was a lot back then. What? Yeah, he was a juggalo, not a new metaler.
Yeah.
Yep, Washington.
Don't bring that one up.
Now, he's been doing it for a while, actually.
Who?
You.
Me?
Yeah.
How long have I been doing music?
Playing music? You play pretty well, actually.
Oh, I was in choir and stuff like that. I don't play too well.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah.
3 chords at the most. That's all I play. 3 chords.
It's the county next to you. Really? That is interesting. So, Keyes was awarded an Army Achievement Medal for his meritorious service.
His what?
Meritorious service, actually.
Meritorious service.
As a gunner and assistant gunner from December 98 to July 2001. Keyes was then honorably discharged, and he relocated to Nia Bay.
Nebe. The Rosedale, all the streets. There's a couple, right off Callaway. There's them. I know this because they're all named after Washington streets and stuff like that, or counties and stuff like that.
So Keyes had a fan bam fam too? Yes, dog. Ivar, let's hear a note. So, Keyes lived in the Maka Reservation community of Knee Bay in the Olympic Peninsula. In 2007, he started a construction business in Alaska. and called it Keys Construction while working as a handyman, contractor, and construction worker.
Well, this is the thing about him, as I was saying earlier too, we were talking about before the show, that he was actually a pretty fucking hard worker. I mean, like he is on him and Gacy share this in common, where they actually had a construction company, but where Gacy was more like Gacy was a union boss and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
and he wasn't exactly hands on. And Gacy knew how to do everything.
He did know how to do it,
but Gacy was more of a boss, where Israel Keys was that hard-working guy who would literally be the asshole to prove that he can fucking work the 12 hours a week and stuff like that, or 12 hours a day. That's the kind of guy Israel Keys was.
No, not Key Peninsula. It was the Olympic Peninsula. Why do I see him committing a stupid crime in Florida? Because he probably did.
He probably did.
So, I guess let's get into some of the murders. This might be a part 2, man.
It could be.
So, Keys targeted random people all across the United States to avoid detection with months of planning before he committed a particular crime. He specifically went for campgrounds, isolated locations. He claimed to only use guns when he had to and preferred strangulation. This was due to the pleasure that he derived from witnessing victims lose consciousness, in the struggle. He claimed to not kill children or parents of children, primarily because of his daughter, whom he feared finding out about him and his crimes. However, police and FBI investigators were skeptical of this claim and suspected Keys of killing several teens. He's believed to have committed his first murder as a teenager between 96 and 98 in and or around Colville. 2 teenage girls were killed in 2 separate incidents, along with one of the girls' mothers. He did not admit to any murders during these 3 years, or his 3 years in the army, but did admit to twice attempting rapes on women. Once when he was stationed in Egypt, another time when he was on leave in Israel. He is believed to have resumed his killing spree in 2001 following his discharge. He admitted to investigators that he killed 4 people in Washington state and claims that he was the subject of an active investigation by state police and the FBI. I
don't doubt this happened, actually. I don't. But the thing is like he was pretty good at covering his tracks and stuff like that. Like I said, he had his sorry, at the desk there. He had his bug out bags, is what they're called, or whatever they were, where he his murder kits that he would have like a 9mm in there and stuff like that.
No, he had no conscience.
Oh no, he had no conscience, none. But he had, like I said, he had his murder kits that he would stash in certain places and stuff like that.
Unsolved in a Mother Country. No, he just claimed we don't know what he did over there.
I don't.
But then again,
he was stationed where? He was stationed in Egypt mostly.
No, Egypt, and he raped somebody when he was on leave in Israel.
That's kind of. I mean,
it's not hard to.
No, but the Israelis and they are not.
Well,
they are on top of that shit, and they would have. The Israelis are one of the few people. I'm sorry. Go ahead. You're giving me a dirty look. I'm sorry.
I'm not giving you a dirty look.
You're like. The Israelis are one of the few countries where when they're like, we want this guy right now, it's one of those things.
Maybe it wasn't ever reported.
Could not have been. Yeah.
So he did not have a felony criminal record in Washington, although he had been stopped on 2 persons cases. On two occasions for minor driving related offenses. Authorities were reviewing unsolved murder and missing persons cases to determine which, if any, may be linked to him. Speaking of Florida, Keys is suspected in a series of 2007 crimes by the Boca Killer near Boca Raton, Florida. In 3 cases, a mother and child were kidnapped from a shopping mall. In 2 of the cases, the mother and the child were shot and killed, their bodies abandoned in their vehicles. In the 3rd case, the mother and child were released unharmed after several hours. Though the kidnapper wore a mask and sunglasses, the surviving victim caught glimpses of his face and described him as tall, athletically built, with long hair, and generally matching Keyes' description. Keyes confessed to at least one murder in New York State, and in late 2012, authorities had not determined the identity, age, or sex of the victim, or when and where the murder may have occurred, but regarded the confession as credible. Keyes had ties to New York. He owned 10 acres and a dilapidated cabin in the town of Constable. He also confessed to committing bank robberies in New York and Texas. The FBI later confirmed that he had robbed the community bank branch in Tupper Lake, New York. And that was in April of 2009. He also told authorities that he had burglarized a Texas home and then set it on fire.
That's where I'm saying that maybe a lot of it, that what he's saying, but it probably is true.
Because there it is.
There it is. It more than likely is true. I just it's like Susan said, she would think in those countries that they would cut off his junk. Yeah, that's hard to. I don't exactly believe that something like this, but maybe Egypt, maybe not Egypt, but maybe it probably did happen in Israel, but I don't know.
There's also the matter of a lot of women in that culture probably wouldn't say anything about it.
Yeah, that's true too, especially Egypt, especially.
Well, in Israel, and yeah, like they would feel gross, or most women would, but
Nadine says she's near where?
You're actually near Tupper Lake, maybe 45 minutes away. Could have been attempted on base, yeah.
That's true. That is true. So he could have, yeah. What was it?
That's the thing.
I was just going to ask but if he did do those things, how would it not make the local news? They probably did make the local news.
They did.
It's just that they didn't have any. They can't link it to them. That's what's going on here. Is that the murders, rapes, and stuff like that did probably make local news. Burglaries. The FBI did confirm that he robbed that bank.
Yeah.
So
authorities claim that he may have murdered a woman believed to be Deborah Feldman in April of 2009 in New Jersey and buried her near Tupper Lake in New York. He also admitted to murdering Bill and Lorraine Currier in Essex, Vermont. He broke into the Currier home on the night of June 8th, 2011, tied them up before driving them to an abandoned farmhouse where he shot Bill before sexually assaulting and strangling Lorraine. Their bodies have never been found. 2 years prior, Keyes hid a murder kit, which he later used near the Currier home. After the murders, he moved most of the contents to a new hiding place in Parishville, New York, where they remained until after his arrest.
Well, this is where I was saying, I don't think he just had one murder kit.
Oh, he had multiple. He
had multiple murder kits stashed all over the United States. That was another thing too. With what Ivor says, lack of evidence that he because he did it all over the United States, so it's hard. That's hard to catch. That's really hard to catch.
Yeah, that's true too.
But
news is what they make of it.
Yeah, especially in a place like, let's say in a high crime area like Chicago, murders happen there all the time. They're not going to make the news all the time. So
yeah,
they're going to make some form of the news, but nothing major. So
jeez, I didn't know I had a serial killer in my area. There's probably more than you think.
Well, you've had a couple.
No, she's thinking though, her area, within an hour vicinity.
Oh yeah, Nadine. We're used to that here in California because there's been so many of them here, especially around our area. Driving up and down the main highway, I-5 here, and all stuff. So
Keyes' last confirmed victim was an 18-year-old named Samantha Koenig, a coffee booth employee in Anchorage, Alaska. Keyes kidnapped her from her workplace on February 1st, 2012, took her debit card and other property, sexually assaulted her, and then killed her the following day. He left her body in a shed and went to New Orleans, where he departed on a pre-booked 2-week cruise with his family in the Gulf of Mexico.
So he went on, so he went on vacation, though, when he did this, and it was in the middle of winter in Alaska.
Yeah.
So this is the reason why, if you're wondering, because he was gone for weeks on this, people are wondering, maybe why didn't the body decompose? It was because it was freezing there, and the body was actually frozen when he got back.
Yeah. Yeah, so when he returned to Alaska, he removed her body from the shed, applied makeup to her face, sewed her eyes open with fishing line, and snapped a picture of a 4-day-old issue of the Daily News alongside her body, posed to appear as if she was still alive. After demanding a $30,000 in ransom, Keyes then dismembered her body and disposed of it in Matanuska Lake, north of Anchorage. Yeah.
Yeah, Anchorage. Well, he's one of the, like I said, he's one of the,
That's
I think
true.
there's like 3 of them that have been based on, oh crap, the guy who hunted his victims, or they said he hunted his victims, but he didn't. I can't think of his name right now. I can't think of his name.
The Dr. Zhivago of
Well, they said, okay, the only reason why, because he was a hunter and one of his victims was found in the cold, tied up, and they were speculating that he hunted his victims, but the reality was he actually killed them and then dumped the bodies and stuff like that.
So Susan says, I remember when I was a kid and Wayne Williams was active in our nearby area. The overall mood was so weird. Everyone on edge.
It's one of those things that it is fucking demented. It's one of those things, like, it's weird, like, to go from where we're at in California to like a place like Georgia where it's not so much crime and stuff like that, you know? And then like here we're so used to it that it's just, oh, that's another news story. It's another news story. And we're so, I guess I'm saying, like, we're
a little desensitized.
Yeah.
So, Keyes is a suspect in the murder of Jimmy Tidwell, an electrician who disappeared near Longview, Texas on February 15th, 2012 during a bank robbery in Azle, Texas on February 16th, 2012, about 170 miles from Longview. The culprit, believed to be Keyes, wore a white hard hat similar to Tidwell's. An FBI report stated that Keyes burglarized 20 to 30 homes across the U.S. and robbed several banks between 2001 and 2012. He may be linked to as many as 11 deaths in the United States and potentially even more victims outside the country.
Mm-hmm.
Keyes planned murders long ahead of time and took extraordinary action to avoid detection. Unlike most serial killers, he did not have a victim profile, saying he chose victims randomly, which actually made him harder to catch.
Yep.
He usually killed from far from home, and he never hit the same area twice.
Well, you can also imagine, too, when they say in other countries and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure he also went into Canada and stuff like that.
Oh, probably.
Being right there. I mean, like, it's not too much of it is, I mean, it's probably hours and hours, but where's Anchorage at? Is in the north, south, right? Middle? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he went into Canada and did
Southern
stuff too.
middle.
Yeah.
But on his murder trips, he kept his mobile phone turned off and paid for all items with cash. He had no connection to any of his known victims. For the Currier murders, he flew to Chicago where he rented a car, drove 1,000 miles to Vermont. He then used the kill kit that he had hidden 2 years earlier to perform the murders. Jennifer says, I grew up in Cali. My husband went to the funeral of Cindy Lee Hudspeth. Oh, wow. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Last California victim of the Hillside Stranglers. My mother-in-law was her best friend. My grandpa employed Kenneth Bianchi. He had no clue. But, yeah. I guess that is smart, not hitting the same place twice. Yeah. It's definitely premeditated.
That's one of the reasons why they think Ted Bundy actually had a really high kill count, was because there was him traveling across the U.S. He obviously got caught in Colorado, but then he escaped escaped twice. And then the second time he went all the way as far as Florida. I'm pretty sure with his rage, he killed a few people along the way.
Yeah. For a douche canoe, he was actually kind of smart.
No, he at least knew, okay, do this. The reason why he got caught was because the last one was on CCTV. He actually
he just didn't notice it.
You can, like I said, you can go type in Israel Keyes closed circuit video on. You can actually see him. They even had on the, I think it was a news, whatever it was, crap, I think it was called like a newsreel or something like that.
So speaking of Bundy, having read Mindhunter inside the FBI's elite serial crime unit from his youth and continuing to meticulously study serial killers, Keyes idolized Ted Bundy and felt that he shared many similarities with him. Both were methodical and felt as though they possessed their victims despite their difference in victim choice and modus operandi. He even went as far as to imitate Bundy's court escape before being seized by guards immediately. Keyes also admired and studied other serial killers, but actively shunned media attention for his crimes.
That's who it was. Sorry.
As he was fearful for his family, being labeled a copycat for his admiration of Bundy and other murderers. So Keyes also called Dennis Rader a wimp for apologizing in court and showing remorse for his crimes, in addition to expressing admiration for serial killers that haven't been caught yet. When asked in an interview with Robert Hansen, Keyes replied enthusiastically, stating, "Yeah, I know all about him," before continuing, "I probably know every single serial killer that has ever been written about. It's kind of a hobby of mine." When FBI agents informed him of the Aurora Theater shooting, Keyes had also expressed mild interest in the mass murderer's perpetrator, James Holmes.
Yeah, Robert Hansen was the one I was thinking of, who supposedly hunted his prey and stuff like that.
Yeah. So, investigation and arrest. Here we go. We're going to go a little bit over tonight, by the way, but not much. So, after Koenig's murder, Keyes demanded ransom money, and the police were able to track withdrawals from the account as he moved through the southwestern U.S. During that time, the police controversially refused to release surveillance videos of Koenig's abduction. Keyes was arrested by Texas Highway Patrol Corporal Brian Henry and Texas Ranger Stephen Rayburn in the parking lot of Cotton Patch Cafe in Lufkin, Texas, on the morning of March 13th, 2012. Investigators had circulated a lookout bulletin for the suspect's car, which had been used at ATMs to withdraw money from Koenig's account. Keyes' car matched this description. Lufkin Police Department Patrolman Chris Nash had previously identified Keyes' rental car and spotted Keyes in the proximity. Keyes was stopped after he drove slightly over the speed limit. His vehicle was searched after officers spotted cash stained with bright ink, indicating a die pack from a bank robbery. And Koenig's ATM card and cell phone were also discovered in the car. He got sloppy here. Keyes was subsequently extradited to Alaska, where he confessed to the Koenig murder. He was represented by Alaska federal defender Rich Kurtner. Keyes was indicted in the case, and his trial was scheduled to begin March 2013. While incarcerated, he spoke to investigators several times over a period of months. He cooperated to an extent, confessing to some of his crimes, and stated a wish to be executed within a year. He said he wanted to avoid publicity due to the negative attention that his young daughter might face, but largely stopped cooperating after his identity was discussed in the media. On Wednesday, May 23rd, 2012, Keyes attempted to escape during a routine hearing. He used wood shavings from a pencil to pick his cuffs. Police used a taser to subdue him. That's awesome.
Yeah, and just falls flat.
I kind of want to see that. I think we can find a video of that.
I don't think we can.
I'm not going to put it up, but I want to watch a video.
I would watch it. I would watch the shit out of it.
I'd watch it over and over again. I'd like add a clip and just start putting music to it. By the way, off topic, but nice goatee.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
He was trying to outdo all those that he read about. Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
he was. Yeah,
I think he was just.
He idolized. He was just psycho, literal psychopathy. Okay, so while being held in jail at the Anchorage Correctional Complex on suspicion of murder, Keyes managed to conceal a razor blade in his cell. He was obviously not allowed to have razor blades, being under security restrictions and using an electric razor under supervision. He died by suicide December 2nd, 2012, via cutting his wrist and attempted strangulation. A suicide note found under his body consisted of an ode to murder, but offered no clues to any other possible victims.
I think I think we can find the letter, but I don't know. It's going to take us a minute to do it.
So in 2020, the FBI released the drawings of 11 skulls and 1 pentagram, which had been drawn in blood and found underneath Keyes' jail cell bed after his suicide. One of the drawings included the phrase, "We are one," written at the bottom. Why did my brain go? Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so the FBI believes that the number of skulls correlates with what are believed to be his total number of victims.
And again, they're not going to be able to find them because it's just it's they're spread across the United States, all this other stuff. So
yeah,
I think that's it.
Hold on one second.
What are we looking for? Oh, the note.
I bet you I could find it.
I don't think they're. Oh yeah, it's all scrambled.
Oh man, he had like doctor writing.
He had terrible handwriting.
Well,
yeah, it's not gonna. We're not gonna.
I'm not gonna be able to read this crap. But here's the pictures of the blood, the skulls that he did. I will get those, and I'll get a picture of his suicide note. But let's be real, I'm not gonna be able to read that shit.
Yeah.
So here we go. Let me get that up for you guys. I could have done them both at once. So here's the skulls that he drew and the Baphomet. Basically, with the "We Are One."
Well, he put "We Are One" under one of them. It's weird.
That is weird.
Opposed to putting it under the Baphomet, because unless he's one of his 11 victims because he committed suicide. I'm just saying that.
Well, he would be this one. This would be the 12th.
Well, in order to, the fact that he put "We Are One" under, I get he's probably saying all of it, but to put it underneath one of them like that means it might have been I know they're all generically drawn, but yeah.
That's a suicide note. I see "Little Worm."
I can't read cursive.
"If you bleed your heart dry," but he spelled heart wrong.
Ugh.
God, he sounded like.
No, he's also writing in a.
"Back to your ride. The night is still young.
It's fine.
Starlights."
Oh God.
Something. Hold on.
Is it terrible?
Wait. Look, dog.
Oh.
Look, dog. Starlights.
Starlights.
Something back. The black is neat. Rose. Off to thought. A graveyard appears.
Oh God.
Dude, this really does sound like that kind of poetry.
Fucking lame.
Okay.
Lame douchebag.
Oh, it's okay. What's up, Dizzy? How are you?
Dizzy. What's going on?
Well, thank you. I played my CP. What's up? Yeah, good riddance when he killed himself. I'm sorry. But...
Yeah, he's a douche.
Sykes!
What's up?
He was a shitty artist. Yes, he was.
He was.
Hey, what's up, Sykes? How are you doing? Dog. Yay, baby shower.
Oh, that's awesome.
Those are fun. There's some fun games.
All right.
So yeah, basically in the media, he has been suspected of the subject of multiple books, podcasts, and documentary. Method of a Serial Killer, released in 2018 by Oxygen Channel, the murder porn channel. And then there was a bibliography for this, which was basically American Predator, the hunt for the most meticulous serial killer of the 21st century. And also The Devil in the Darkness, the true story of serial killer Israel Keyes.
The crazy thing is, I will say this, the fact that he was able to get away with it for a while in the time of tech and surveillance and stuff like that he did it. It's fucking nuts, man.
His art looks like a 3-year-old drew it. Yep. Pretty much. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you, Susan.
Sure you're not from Jersey? No, but we know someone who claims to be.
Yeah.
Dog. So if I honk, then hit somebody with my van, is it still wrong even if you honk?
I don't know.
All I can think of is that flag, that looks like the Gadsden flag, but it had the goose on it. It says honk.
My favorite of the gas and flags and wannabe ones, or not
Must
wannabe
step on
ones.
Snick.
No, not that one. Is the one with the cobra holding the freaking grenade. He goes,
I'll fucking do
I'll
it.
do it. I'll kill everyone.
Was that fan poetry? Sure. It was sure written like it. I mean, I get the vibe that somebody bought their mother a penis necklace with that one. I'm just saying. I mean, not that we know anybody who's done that.
Where are you on my yacht?
Affleck. Or Affleck.
Affleck. Not Ben Affleck. What's his face?
Thank you.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Dizzy.
I read it as Affleck, and I was going to say I used to have a pet
John
duck.
Cusack played Robert Hansen. I remember after seeing that.
I had a pet duck named Affleck.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say it.
Yeah, but John Cusack did play Robert Hansen. I do remember that now.
I bet he wrote 3 books too. Yeah, he probably did. I'm so sorry, guys. I can't help it sometimes. What? A penis lure? Okay.
Wait, as in fishing?
I'm sure it was a fishing lure. But, like, yeah. Okay, wow. Then their mom would be a neck penis with a... You just pull it.
Yep.
Alrighty, guys.
Right.
Well, thank you for joining us tonight. We did go about 10 minutes over, but, that's par for the course sometimes.
Well, actually, I was looking at it right there when we were going through it, I was like, I don't think this is enough for part 2. We just go through it. And get done.
I heard penis.
Penis.
Yes, fishing lure. Don't tempt me. Penis. Hair penis.
Penis.
Vagina.
Vagina. All right, we're done.
All right. What?
Remember I said this one? I don't know.
Which one?
Do whatever one you want.
That's not... I didn't think that was an outro.
No, it's not an outro. I forgot. I was rearranging things earlier.
You rearranged things, and I got confused.
No, I need to go
I'm
clean up the
confuzzled.
videos on here. But anyway, that's it.
All right, bye, guys.
Later. Bye.
Bye.